they definitely want to return to you. So I feel like it's kind of a matter of time, as they like take this mask off, as they forgive and heal the past, as they release more. I feel like they're going to be coming towards you more and more. So yeah, your person I feel like is trying to manifest you for sure. They definitely miss you. They miss your warmth. They miss your energy. I also feel like with this Four of Pentacles, like even if you guys are, seemingly separated or distant from one another, this person is still very attached to you, and they're still very much like holding on to you and the connection, even if on the surface they're not showing it. They are in a way almost like possessive of you. Maybe a bit jealous at times even. See, clarify the Five of Cups for Paul One's person. Clarify the Five of Cups, Paul One's person. Do that one more time. Clarify the Five of Cups, Pile One's person. Clarify the Five of Cups, your Pile One. Okay, this is interesting. So we have the Devil card. I'm freeing myself from the chains of fear. So I feel like that's what I was sensing here, is like your person is disappointed in their behavior because maybe at one point they were more kind of stuck in this ego energy, the kind of the shadow side of themselves. And I feel like they're kind of reflecting on that here, and they're seeing how they were deceptive, they were lying, they were kind of creating illusion, they were kind of stuck in illusion. And so they're seeing how they need to free themselves from this energy so they can rush towards you with this love. Because with this Ace of Cups, this is like a fresh start in love. This is a love offer. I feel like this is could even be that confession of deeper feelings, because this person does see you as like their future spouse for a lot of you, or their future life partner. They do have those really deep, serious feelings for you. They might not have shown them. So then we have the Hanged Man. I'm seeing things from a new point of view, and Two of Pentacles. I'm getting my priorities straight. So yeah, your person is trying to find a balance within themselves here, because I think at one point they were very unbalanced. They were very, just stuck in their shadow side, kind of just seeing things from their own perspective. Maybe just being a bit self-centered here, not really taking your side of things into account. But now I feel like Spirit has kind of forced them into a more empathetic perspective here at the Hangman, really seeing how they might have really hurt you, and how from your perspective, you might have been really disappointed in them, and like their behavior might have been really hurtful. Like this mask that they were wearing might have really made you feel really sad. And so now with this Two Pentacles and getting my priorities straight, they're like realizing that they do need to forgive themselves. They need to forgive you. They need to forgive the past, and that they want to start prioritizing like love over fear and ego. So there is definitely a transition, because like again I was saying, like these two cards are like a very strong transition. So there's definitely, your person's having a whole moment where they are having to probably, I'm hearing like they're shifting out of 3D into 5D. So there is definitely big changes happening for your person, and they are balancing out things out, and I feel like they want to prioritize you as well. Like they want to prioritize love and the connection. Let's see. What else is Pile One's person's oops? Oh, falling everywhere. What else is Pile One's person's current energy towards Pile One, please? What else is Pile One's person's current energy towards Pile One? Oh my gosh, this is so interesting. Look at this. We have the shadow card. That's literally what I kept talking about. It's your person's like stuck in their shadow. So this says dark night of the soul, rock bottom, feeling empty, self-loathing, mental health issues. So yeah, this is definitely kind of similar vibes, right? This is definitely what's up with your person at the moment. They're having to heal through, they literally might have mental health stuff that they're having to heal through. They're kind of having a dark night of the soul. Dealing with self-loathing, it might be a big thing for them. Having to learn to love themselves might be a huge deal, especially with this deceptive energy. I feel like that has a lot to do with not accepting of this self, because if you don't accept yourself, it's hard to imagine that other people would love you for who you really are. If you can't love yourself for who you really are, so that causes people to create a persona or like an image of themselves that they think is like satisfactory for other people, whereas in truth it's like you have to like learn to love yourself and express who you really are as a person, because then people that resonate with that and like you for who you are, those are like the people you really want in your life. And the people that just liked your masked personality didn't really like you, you know what I mean? They just like this kind of like this thing that isn't even real. And then we have yin yang coming into union, balance, harmony, perfect match. duality, seeing both sides of a situation. Oh my God, literally. And that's what this like Two of Pentacles almost could even be seen as, like that balancing act. And then again, seeing both sides of the situation here at the Hanged Man card. So very much synchronistic. So yeah, that's definitely the vibe with your person. They're having to balance their shadow with their light aspects. That could also be about healing their feminine side. They might have a wounded feminine or masculine, maybe both. They might be wounded feminine and masculine. They might have issues with their parents, even. And this yin yang, this balancing of your person's shadow, this dark night of the soul they're going through, is going to be what helps to achieve this beautiful, harmonious union between the two of you in the future. Wow, I love how all these cards came out. It really tells a beautiful story. So definitely don't give up hope. If it seems like things are kind of in this rock bottom energy, there is this whole dark night of the soul moment, maybe you're going through it, I feel like there's a really positive outcome. It's just a matter of important things being healed right now. Let's get some more of their energy from these cards. What else is Pile 1's person's current energy towards Pile 1? Oh my gosh, this is so cool. So we do have the Twin Flame card. So that makes a lot of sense, especially because the Yin Yang card came out. So for a lot of you, this is your twin, or just your divine counterpart, someone that you have a very deep soul connection with, however you resonate with the label. Soul partner, eternal connection. So yes, you are this person's soul partner. They are reflecting on that. They see that, especially with the wedding card. It's like this person knows that you are their soul partner. It's just like it's like they have the knowledge. Now it's like they have to heal and then act on it, if that makes sense. But yeah, if you were wondering if this person knows if you guys are soulmates or if they know that you guys have this deep connection, 100% they do. And then I feel like that's part of why they're so disappointed in themselves, because they are like understanding you're like the love of their life, stuff like that. Precognition, psychic ability, future vision. So this person is actually getting in touch with their high priestess, divine feminine self, psychic, and they have this future vision. Exactly, like they see this wedding almost. It could even be that they're almost visualizing a wedding between the two of you. That could be part of their manifestations here, is that they have this beautiful vision of like the Ten of Cups with you, the Ten of Pentacles, spending your lives together. And it's like they're seeing that so clearly in their mind's eye that that's like where this is headed, or where they would like this to go. And again, now it's just a matter of them up-leveling themselves to like match that energy. All right, so let's get some messages from them right now. Let's see what they really want to say to you. All right, Pile 1. What does Pile 1's person really want to say to Pile 1? You're the only person I'm attracted to anymore. Wow. So this person is saying that they don't want anybody else. Like they're not feeling that desire for anybody else. So this is saying like, don't worry about them being on the hunt for other people or anything like that. I feel like they're very focused on you, especially with that Knight of Wands. Like they're very, very passionate about you, but I feel like their passions are reserved for you in this connection. Let's see. I heard like I'm not a player anymore. So maybe your person was at one point, you felt like they were kind of in player energy, but they're saying like, I'm hearing like, yeah, like I don't want to be a player anymore. That's sold by Big Pun. That's funny. So yeah, that's definitely another message. What else does Pile 1's person want to say to Pile 1? I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, thank you. So that's that Ho'oponopono thing. So they are asking for forgiveness, which is interesting because we have this forgiveness card. So you guys are definitely mirroring, maybe having to really forgive each other for things. I wish you could hold me and tell me that everything is going to be okay and that you love me. That's very like Five of Pentacles, Five of Cups vibes. Is like your person really is, I think, in a way, very stressed about what you think of them, like the fate of the connection. Like I think they're worried that they might have messed up and that they've lost you for good, or they can't come back from whatever they've done, or like whatever separation you guys are in. It's like they feel like maybe they went too far, or they really did and said some messed up things to you. Take it as it resonates, of course, but it's like they kind of want to, it's like they're worrying that you maybe won't forgive them for whatever they did, or like that they can't even forgive themselves. So it's like their inner child is very much wanting to be comforted in this time. What else does Pile 1's person want to say to Pile 1? What else does Pile 1's person really want to say? Your name is written on my heart. Yeah, so it's almost like since before you guys even met in the physical world, there was just like this soul contract between the two of you where you just kind of always belonged to each other. It was just a matter of finding each other. I'm always with you in spirit. So this person is saying, even when it seems like we're physically disconnected, I'm always with you in spirit. I'm always energetically connected to you. And my entire body comes alive at your touch. So tons of passion. This person is very attracted to, very sensually attracted. They feel like you, I'm also hearing like you brought me to life. So you might have really helped this person. Maybe when they were in a very dark time, you kind of came into their life and showed them the light a bit. And again, they're very, very attracted to you. I feel like no one else has this effect on them. Um, what else is Pile One's person? I want to say to Pile One. What else is Pile One's person? Let's say to Pile One, please. Sometimes I try to think of ways to tell you how much you mean to me, but I get nervous to speak and afraid of your reply. So this person has thought about confessing their feelings. Sometimes they might just sit there and think about how to verbalize, but maybe a person struggles with communication. Maybe they just feel like they're not very eloquent, or they're just kind of awkward, and maybe they just get like it's like they almost feel like sending you a text or calling you on the phone and telling you how they feel, but then when it comes down to it, they get like scared. I've been hurt a lot in the past. It made it hard for me to trust you. So definitely trust issues. That's kind of what I was picking up on there with that forgiveness, is it's like part of the reason they might keep a distance between the two of you, or be, I don't know, part of the dynamic, the struggles of this relationship might really come from your person's trust issues and like their fear that you're going to hurt them the way that other people have hurt them. So in order for you guys to like have this fresh start with this Ace of Cups, this new beginning in love, there has to be a lot of like heart chakra healing. What else is Pile One's person? I want to say to Pile One. I always seem to find more reasons to love you. So they're saying that they always find more reasons to love you. Like they, even if they try to deny the connection to themselves or like walk away, they just find themselves very entranced by you. There truly is no competition. No one else ever really had a chance to take my heart because it always belonged to you. Interesting, because they're saying like your name is written on my heart. I try to act aloof to hide how totally in love with you I am. So they might be acting very aloof right now, acting like they don't care, acting like they don't miss you on the surface, but that's just an act, like that mask basically. And then we will be connected for all of eternity. So interesting, because we do have this twin flames, soul partner, eternal connection card. So yes, this person on their soul level, I think they do understand that. That there is no walking away from this connection because you're always connected spiritually. So let's get one of these cards for you guys, a couple of them. What else does Pile One's person want to say to Pile One right now? What else does Pile One's person want to say to Pile One right now? What else does Pile One's person want to say? All yours. This definitely seems to be coming out a lot. Like they're saying there is no competition. I only want you. It's your, our connection is the one for me. And then I want you to be a part of my world. So yeah, they want to integrate you into their life. I feel like this is like they want to live with you. They want to wake up next to you, go to sleep beside you, that kind of stuff. Like introduce you to their friends and family and things like that. All right, let's see. Can I have some advice for Pile One, please? Can I have some advice for Pile One, please? All right, so this says discipline. A disciplined mind leads to happiness, an undisciplined mind leads to suffering. That's a quote by the Dalai Lama. Discipline is one of the most used practical tools to reunite the mind, body, and spirit, and it is encouraged in many spiritual pursuits as a way to attain ultimate happiness. So, however you feel like you can add more discipline in your life, whether that's like in your diet or trying to maybe have a meditation routine, I feel like having routine and like some sort of structure is a really good way to like kind of create some semblance of control in life, if that makes sense. So you don't want to get too strict with it where you're really hard on yourself, but like, yeah, like maybe taking time to meditate every morning, if you have time. Things like that could be helpful. And then pure concentration. Thought is energy. Active thought is active energy. Concentrated thought is concentrated energy. Thought concentrated on a definite purpose becomes power. So that's like kind of like manifestation. Awareness comes from the purity of concentration. This enables you to honor the rising and falling of things without getting caught in the emotional spiral of destructive emotions. Consciously focus on where your mind is in relation to what reality is. So definitely dark night of the soul is going on with your person. So for some of you, you're also picking up on that energy because you guys are very psychically connected. So things might be kind of feeling really crazy right now. So try to focus your mind maybe on like thoughts of peace, things like that. So you can avoid getting caught in the downward spiral of everything. And so make sure, yeah, you focus your mind. Could be like a mental diet thing. Again, meditation could be helpful. All right, let's get some last little messages from your person. What else does file one's person really want to say to file one? What else does pile one's person really want to say to pile one? I know we are telepathic with each other. Interesting. So they are aware that you guys are telepathic. I think, yeah, like that kind of psychic card came out for them. I've shut down because I'm feeling overwhelmed. So, yeah, they have shut down a bit. Feeling overwhelmed, feeling out of sorts emotionally. Let's run away together. And I don't feel good enough for you. So yeah, that is that wound that they are having to deal with. I think that the shadow card did come out, which does talk about self-esteem issues. Self-love is needed here. How one's person's current energy towards pile one, please. See. So we have the Seven of Wands. So yeah, I might be putting up these walls here a little bit. So Five of Swords. So I think reflecting on conflict here, maybe again reflecting on these walls, these barriers they put up between the two of you, kind of regretfully. And then the Chariot again. So definitely like desiring to move towards you, feeling definitely intuitively guided to move towards this connection. So I feel like your person isn't really running away anymore. I feel like maybe they were, but I feel like they're kind of still now. But I feel like they're going to start coming back to you. What is Foul One's person's current, or let's see, actually. What is Foul One's here and now? Ooh, my gosh, so much twin flame energy here. We have this Gemini pin with this like mirrored image here. So definitely a lot of confirmation. You guys are super mirrors, very strong mirrors of one another, and a lot of you guys definitely are twins. This says, I love you to the moon and back. So they do have very, very deep love for you. This little beaver is so cute. This reminds me of like the Eight of Pentacles, like your person wants to build something with you. They want to work at improving the connection. This says believe, so definitely believe that things are working out. We have the letter G. We have this little match, so definitely tons of passion here. This tree, so I feel like actually we have two trees. We have the palm tree and then this tree. So I feel like there is a very deep level of stability between the two of you guys. So it's like, I'm hearing like this can kind of weather any storm. So because of this deep soul connection that the two of you guys have, like a past life connection, you just can't really be separated by any physical means. Even if it seems like it, it's like this connection is just so deep on an energetic level. And then we have this little pineapple. So I feel like this is about like good times coming. Could also be a message about something maybe important happening in the summer. That's just gives me very like summertime energy, tropical vibes. We have this little pumpkin. So I feel like this is about the harvest coming in for you guys. So expect a lot of blessings, I think. This little locket, your person definitely does carry your memory with them everywhere. And then this little star runs you like the root chakra. So things are getting grounded right now, which makes a lot of sense because all this tree energy. So definitely if you're feeling kind of spun around, if you're feeling energetically out of sorts, spending time just in nature, like with your feet in the dirt, can be very healing. If that's possible, if it's not too cold. All right, Pile One, I love you so much. Thank you for watching. Sending you so much abundance, bliss, and love. Take care. All right, bye-bye. Hello, Pile Two. Welcome to your reading. Hope you're doing fantastic. So I have some oracle cards to look at your person's current energy really quickly. We have respect. You value everyone's unique perspective on the path to love. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek and express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So this is your person's current energy towards you. Um, they're learning to respect you and the connection. I feel like they're also learning to respect themselves. I really like that also, like, value everyone's perspective on the path to love. So this is about your person learning to see beyond just their own limited perspective and see how everyone has their own valid feelings and emotions. And I think to learn to really be considerate of other people and their needs and feelings and things like that. So I feel like your person is definitely developing a lot of compassion and empathy, and they do definitely see you as the one, and they really want to express their love to you. So let's get into some tarot and see what else we can get. See, pile two. What is pile two's person's current energy towards pile two, please? What is pile two's person's current energy towards pile two? What is pile two's person's current energy? What is pile two's person's current energy towards pile two, please? What is pile two's person's? So we have the Hierophant, the Hermit, Six of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, the Queen of Swords. I'm gonna get one more. What else is pile two's person's current energy towards pile two, please? What else is pile two's person's current energy towards pile two, please? What else is pile two's person's current energy? Queen of Cups. All right. Um, so yeah, with the Six of Pentacles, this makes a lot of sense with that express your love card. So this person wants more, I feel like, equal give and take in the relationship. They definitely would like want to give more to you. So if they've ever been like closed off and kind of like not like maybe paying you as much attention as you want, or it seems like on the surface they're holding, you can feel if they're holding back. Um, they're evolving out of this, especially with the Six of Swords. They're leaving things in the past. It could be just blockages, negativity. I feel like your person is ascending, especially with the Hierophant and the Hermit. Um, your person is really becoming a very spiritual being. They're really stepping into their higher self, seeking the divine there with the Hermit. Um, so yeah, I feel like your person might be really studying religious texts, or at least just meditating a lot and just connecting very deeply to source, which is really powerful. And I feel like that does make sense, especially with this respect card. It's like they're kind of seeing things from that universal perspective, like the law of one, kind of seeing things from a very high perspective of yeah, like the truth, true nature of reality. They're definitely leaving behind the matrix. We do have the Nine of Swords though, so there could be some fear about expressing their feelings to you. Maybe even it could be about expressing to you that you are the one, or they think you are, because there could be a fear that maybe you don't see them the same way. But they do really respect you. The Queen of Swords. It's like they want to come forward with their truth, their honest truth. It could be that they really haven't maybe been forthright with you in the past. That's something that they've had to work on. But now it's like they want to be emotionally very clear with you. It's like they don't want to be confusing anymore. They might have been confusing at one point, kind of hot and cold with you, back and forth, like you weren't really sure what they were doing, because they were kind of stuck in fear. But they do want to show up for you because you are like their Queen of Cups. And it's like they want to mash you. I feel like you're very loving to them, very giving to them. That's one of the things that they really love about you, is just that you have such a big, beautiful heart, and they know that you're just this wonderful, compassionate being. And it's like they really want to bring the same energy, like match your energy, is like what I keep hearing. Um, so I feel like there could have been a point where you were like leagues ahead of your person in terms of emotional intelligence and maybe emotional maturity. And so they've had to really go within themselves and, yeah, definitely mature. And respect is part of maturity. That ability to, yeah, really be respectful of other people is definitely a sign of ascension. So that could have been a big lesson for your person. Here, let's see. Clarify the Nine of Swords for pile two, please. Clarify the Nine of Swords for pile two. Clarify the Nine of Swords for pile two, please. Clarify the Nine of Swords for pile two. Clarify the Nine of Swords for pile two. Oops. All right, hold up. Also, I think something fell on the ground. 1 second. Um, let's see. Okay, yeah, we have the Knight of Wands. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. Sorry about that. So we have, oh, Justice. What I give or receive. So this is a card I see about, yeah, like taking accountability and like balance and things like that. This person is like feeling the consequences of their actions and taking accountability. Again, there's a lot of maturity coming through from your person. So for some of you, they could be stressing because maybe there was some negativity in the connection at one point. Maybe they brought some darker vibes here, and they're regretting that. It could just be as much as just not being honest about their feelings. They could be really regretting that. So they want to bring integrity to the connection. Balance, again, honest communication here with the Queen of Swords. That's very much like a Libran energy. So we have the Nine of Swords clarified itself with the Nine of Swords again. I'm facing my shadow side and deepest fears. So there is a bit of anxiety and overthinking here. And their deepest fears are definitely connected to love here because we have the love card. So their deepest fears in regards to love. So this is probably abandonment, rejection, things like that. That in order to show up for you and express their truth and their love, they're having to work through whatever blockages prevent them from being honest. But we have the Knight of Wands. You're so hot, I want to make a move. So they do feel very passionately about coming towards you. So if they've ever just not come towards you, it's not for lack of attraction or desire. It's definitely internal stuff. And I feel like they're aware of that. They're definitely aware of that, which I feel like is the most important thing. Like your person is very self-aware, or they've become very self-aware. Like they don't sugarcoat things very much with themselves, which I feel like is an important part of that growth process they're going through. All right. What is Pile 2's person's current energy towards Pile 2, please? What is Pile 2's person's current energy towards Pile 2, please? Okay, so we have the book and sewing. So the book reminds me of the Hierophant. That's kind of what I based this oracle card on. So it says learning lessons, growth, increased consciousness, wisdom, spiritual tests, and maturity. Okay, that's so interesting because I kept talking about like growth and maturity. I kept saying that over and over. So definitely that is what's going on with your person. They've had to face some sort of spiritual test. And I feel like they're coming out of the other side of it. I feel like you're a spiritual test. Like you're part of their spiritual healing and ascension process. And then sewing, mending relationships, putting in effort, repairing trust stronger than ever, healing and growth. So again, healing and growth. Like this person does want to put in the effort here to fix things between the two of you, especially if they were broken, if there were things that were really not good here. This person wants to mend so you guys can be stronger than ever. So I feel like trust will be restored in this connection. This person maybe did break your trust at one point, and it's like they want to do what they can to fix things between the two of you. And I feel like they know that it's going to take communication, and it's going to take a lot of honesty on their part. It's going to take a lot of yeah, really mature energy from them to come forward with this, but it's like they're willing to do it because they know it's like very much worth it. So I definitely do feel like for you guys, there's going to be just you're going to notice your person is putting in more effort in the future. And that's their goal here is they want you guys to be able to come together because they don't want to lose you because they do see you as the winner. What is Pile 2's person's current energy towards Pile 2? What is Pile 2's person's current energy towards Pile 2? What is Pile 2's person's current energy towards Pile 2? What is Pile 2's person's current energy towards Pile 2? What is Pile 2's person's current energy towards Pile 2? What is Pile 2's person's current energy towards Pile 2? What is Pile 2's person's current energy towards Pile 2? This Pile 2's person's current energy towards Pile 2. Gorgeous. Okay, so we have River of the Blessings, releasing constraints. So this is awesome. There have been maybe constraints physically in the physical world, That could be third-party stuff if that resonates, but this also could definitely be internal. So they are being cleansed and healed at this moment. Any constraints are being removed so your person can move forward in this positive direction. I definitely see the Six of Swords as releasing that emotional baggage, releasing those burdens, releasing all that negative karma and coming to the other side like clean, which is interesting because this is like a river. So very synchronistic. So just know that if there have been blockages, those are being mended and removed. Shamanic journey, purpose, attunement, vision quest. Look at that. And that's literally what the Hermit is about, is this vision quest. Finding their purpose, going on this shamanic journey to find themselves. Oh, I have chills. This is very powerful. So your person is discovering their purpose in life. And that's literally also like this book card here. So all very synchronistic. Your person is ascending spiritually very rapidly. They might even be on the path to becoming like a spiritual leader of some sort, or finding their mission. Their mission in life might be very spiritual. And again, I feel like your relationship is tied to their higher calling. So they are attuning themselves. I feel like attuning themselves to light and love, like the frequency of the fifth dimension, unconditional love. So whatever needs to be released in order for them to fully ascend, that's part of this vision quest, walking away from the illusions, cutting themselves free of this Nine of Swords energy, the deep fears. I'm hearing primal wounds, primal fears. So this can even go back generations. You know, this might be just some really ancient stuff as well, like generational curses, not necessarily just your person's stuff, what they've experienced in this lifetime. This could also be past life karma as well. So very, very deep, very deep. Your person is a very deep sort of person. There's definitely a lot going on for them. Beautiful. All right, Pal 2, let's get some messages from them. See what they really want to say to you right now. What does Pal 2's... Oh, look at this. I'm learning my lessons. Oh my gosh, look at that. Learning lessons. So synchronistic. So they are learning their lessons. So if there's a lesson that you feel like your person needed to learn, it's happening. It's definitely happening. And I feel like they're very aware of whatever issues have gone on in this connection. Like they're not denying anything. They're not repressing as much. Other people's opinions about our connection don't matter. What matters is the love that we share. So they're saying, like, if there are external influences trying to, I don't know, make you or them like doubt the connection, they're saying that those opinions don't really matter. What matters is the love, and I feel like that's very, very true. So if you feel like other people don't get your connection, if you feel like this is your person and you feel that soul connection, you feel like you guys are gonna come together and you're meant to be, then that's all that really matters. And other people won't have to live with the choices that you make. You have to live with your choices. So don't live your life to please other people, because that's just a waste of time for sure. And other people don't necessarily know what's best. It's like only you really know what's best for you and your soul. Let's see, what else does Pile 2's person want to say to Pile 2? I don't have anyone to talk to about our connection that would understand, so I have to deal with all of these confusing emotions myself, and sometimes it's overwhelming. That is so interesting, because they're literally saying, like, other people don't understand our connection, so it could be that your person doesn't really have, like, a lot of people to talk to about this spiritual ascension they're going through, this deep soul connection that they have with you, and so they might get overwhelmed and very confused and stuck in fear sometimes, because they literally, like, can't express these things. They don't have a community maybe to share these things with, and maybe sometimes they doubt themselves. So have compassion for your person and the fact that they might get overwhelmed. What else does Pile 2's person want to say to Pile 2? I didn't want to show you how much power you have over me, but the truth is I'm wrapped around your finger. Interesting. So there could have been a strong denial at one point that you had a lot of power with this person, that they were extremely attached to you, and so they might have done a lot to kind of make you feel like they were independent and that they didn't need you, so that like you couldn't hurt them. I made incorrect assumptions and it triggered me. So this is about them seeing things from a limited perspective, and assuming that maybe you were rejecting them when you weren't, or not seeing the full picture and getting triggered basically just like by themselves, by their own fears, their own ego. So that could definitely resonate for some of you. What else does Pile 2's person want to say to Pile 2? What else does Pile 2's person want to say to Pile 2? What else does Pile 2's person want to say to Pile 2? My heart beats for you. So yeah, they do. I feel like their heart beats very fast when they think of you when you guys are together. You're the best I've ever had. Yeah, they definitely feel like no one compares to you. Um, we're better together. So interesting. They're like realizing that despite maybe the fact that they get triggered by this connection, they're realizing how much better their life is with you in it. That's that Jack Johnson song. What else does Pile Two's person want to say to Pile Two? Whoops. I will always come back to you. We are destined to unite. Ooh, look at that. So, yeah, if there's a distance in the physical world, they're saying, like, we are destined to unite. I will come back to you. Or at least emotionally, they will return to you. I want you to be the first thing I see when I wake up every morning. I'm keeping a close eye on you. When our bodies connect, I feel true bliss. Ooh, so much passion. And then I want to be beside you always. This is so beautiful. Yeah, your person really wants to live a life with you. Um, yeah, they definitely do see you as the one for sure. Um, let's see. All right, let's get some of these cards now. What else does Faltu's person really want to say? What else does Faltu's person really want to say to pile two? What else does Faltu's person really want to say to pile two? I love this card. I was born to love you. Wow. So yeah, this person does definitely recognize you as their person, as the one. That's so beautiful. And then you make me melt. So you're melting the frozen ice around their heart, perhaps, that they've had, and that they can't stay mad at you. They can't stay upset. I don't think that they can even really stay triggered, because they just love you so much, and you melt them so easily. Which again might be this power thing where they've at times been able to kind of keep people out or shut down, but with you they really can't keep you out. You're always there. Always there. See, advice for pile two, please. Can I have some advice for pile two, please? What does pile two need to hear right now? Advice for pile two, please. Advice for pile two. Advice for pile two. Um, Let's see. Truthfulness. Like a lovely flower, bright and fragrant are the fine and truthful words of a man who says what he means. Weird. This is like, I don't know, very synchronistic from the Buddha. Speaking and acting skillfully in accordance with your own true values, and in so doing, showing people who you really are without exaggeration or trying to impress or be something that you are not, is the ultimate form of truthfulness. Look deep within yourself and investigate what truth is for you. So, this is very much about getting in touch with who you are as a person, a very deep soul level. Again, beyond external influences, beyond your fear of what other people may think of you, and really take time to be with yourself and figure out what makes you happy, what makes you feel love. And don't be afraid to be very raw and honest with people about who you are. Attachment to desire is the cause of suffering. Attachment arises when we want something different from what we are experiencing right here, right now. This ever increasing list of unfulfilled desires causes us to experience discontentment and disconnects us from living simply in the joy of the present moment. So if there are things that are upsetting to you right now, maybe in regards to your connection or just life in general, I feel like this is a message to, first of all, I feel like gratitude is a good remedy, and then also just try to find joy. Like I'm hearing like romanticize your life. So enjoy the beauty of just being alive in this present moment. And I feel like when you do kind of release a lot of those desires as well, it's like things kind of more easily come into your life. I feel like it's when we get really worked up about what we don't have that it kind of is like that negative force that kind of pushes things away. But when we're in that energy of like gratitude and contentment in the now, that's when things really seamlessly kind of start flowing in for sure. All right, let's get the last little messages from your person, pile two. All right, pile two. What else does pile two's person really want to say to pile two right now? What else does pile two's person really want to say to pile two right now? Okay, I care about you too. So they're saying it's not just you that cares about me. I also care about you. I care about your feelings. I'm trying my best. You're a magnet for me. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, they're very attracted to you. And then I can still feel your touch. So they still feel you with them, even if you guys are separated, and they're feeling that pull to come back to you. Pile two's person's current energy towards pile two, please. Pile two's person's current energy towards pile two. Um, so we have the Five of Cups. So yeah, loneliness, disappointment, feeling perhaps a bit isolated. Trying to find balance here with the Two of Pentacles. Maybe feeling a bit overwhelmed here. Like with this Five of Wands, it was like a lot of mental conflict, and I feel like maybe some pushing away, some walls that they've put up. And I feel like your person's realizing they need to be less defensive and let people in more, because when they're defensive, it just pushes people away and then they feel lonely. So they're having to try to find that that harmony where they can feel safe opening up to others. Let's see. What does Pal2 needs to hear right now? What does Pal2 need to hear right now? We have some little red lipstick. So your person definitely thinks you're super hot, super cute. I feel like you really know how to look good. I feel like they think you just look good all the time. But so you have this little beautiful unicorn, so they do see you as this special person. It's like I feel like they don't even know how to classify you. You are like a unicorn to them. They didn't even know people like you really existed. We have the number 4, so balance and stability definitely coming to this connection. We have the Taj Mahal. And I believe the Taj Mahal was the person who built it as like an effigy to the person that they loved. So I feel like that's kind of a symbol here that your person would like build beautiful things for you. Like they honestly like really want to honor you. They're very like dedicated to you, like devoted to you. Almost like a worshiping energy. We have the letter N, the letter L, the letter J. We have this little sword here, so cutting out negative attachments. Um, we have this little like bell thing, so I feel like there's a lot of like synchronicities your person's getting, like they're getting kind of like a wake up call from spirit. This unicorn, or not unicorn, but this snowflake reminds me of the unicorn. Again, very special person to them. They might also be feeling a little out in the cold at the moment. We have this little puppy dog, so very loyal. They feel very loyal to you. Um, let's see, this is a lucky charm. So, yeah, there's a lot of good luck coming your way for sure. You have a little dragon. Oh no, another unicorn. Oh my gosh. So yeah, double special magical unicorn. I feel like you might be a very spiritual person. You might be very connected to like fairies and kind of like ethereal stuff. You might have a super ethereal vibe. I feel like this is like super, super interesting and super attractive to your person. We also have the number 5, so powerful changes. This penguin. So this person wants to break the ice here with you. So that means communication for sure. This little pineapple, this is funny, this keeps coming out. So I feel like there's like going to be sunny, good times ahead. We have this little Leo charm, so there could be a Leo in this connection. I feel like that's also just about you and your person gaining confidence. And this little XO charm, so they're definitely sending you lots of hugs and kisses, pile 2. All right, thank you so much for watching, pile 2. I love you so much. Sending you abundance, bliss, and love. Take care. All right, bye-bye. Hello, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. So we have some oracle cards to start off. Looking at your person's current energy towards you, we have willingness. You are able to compromise if the end result is love, trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith and very soon clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So yeah, there definitely could be something in the situation that's calling for you to have faith and trust your person, trust this connection. And I definitely feel like they want to take action towards you and move towards you very soon. And I feel like with this willingness card, it's like your person is letting go of a lot of like maybe need to be correct, need to be right in the situation, or to like have control. And that they're learning to compromise and kind of see things from your perspective and not feel like one of you has to be right or wrong, and just understanding that both of you have a perspective and that perspective is valid. All right. Let's get into some tarot now. All right, pile 3. What is pile 3's person's current energy towards pile 3, please? What is pile 3's person's current energy towards pile 3, please? pile three's person's current energy towards pile three, pile three's person's current energy towards pile three, pile three's person's current energy, pile three's person's current energy. Okay, very interesting. Oh wow. Wow. Okay, so definitely some powerful shifts and changes happening, but I feel like also very good things. So we have the Knight of Wands, the Ace of Cups, Five of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, the Three of Swords, Six of Pentacles, the Tower, the Moon, and the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so for some of you guys, there's definitely been sort of a separation or a breakdown of the connection. This is definitely a moment where your person is really having to face their fears, face their shadow side here. Yeah, definitely this moon card, very, very high emotions at this time. Your person is feeling very emotional about you. They're definitely feeling a lot of profound love energy as well as the Ace of Cups, and they do want to take action towards you. They do want to move this connection forward, which makes sense with them very soon. I feel like doesn't the Knight of Wands doesn't really wait around for too long. And they are definitely really missing you with this Five of Pentacles energy, Three of Swords. It's like they see you as their soulmate, this person that they deeply love. So if there is a separation, they are really hurting. Their heart is really hurting. They're really aching for you. They really miss you. So yeah, it's like they want to show up in your reality. And I'm hearing like invest in you and commit to you the way that maybe they didn't in the past. So for some of you, your person avoided commitment or they didn't give enough to this connection. They were holding back their feelings. So now with the Six of Pentacles and like the Seven of Pentacles, it's like they want to put that work in. They want to put that energy in here. It's like they want to build that faith. They want to build that trust. So there might have been a point where they broke your trust. Maybe you felt really betrayed by them. You felt really hurt by them. And I think they understand that. I think they're reflecting on the ways that they maybe really broke your trust. There could be a lot of regret in regards to that. So that's why they're like taking this time to really examine themselves here and their fears and their insecurities so that they can show up better with more love. Because they don't want to be out in the cold anymore. It's like they're really not doing too well right now. They're really kind of suffering, but I feel like it's kind of necessary for them to like learn, I don't know, I guess learn from their mistakes or their mishaps, and they're being definitely called to ascend right now. So I also heard like 555. So maybe you've been seeing the number 555 a lot. Maybe your person's been seeing 555. Yeah, there's definitely just huge shifts and changes happening for you guys. Clarify the Five of Pentacles, please. Pile three, clarify the Five of Pentacles for pile three, please. Clarify the Five of Pentacles for pile three, please. Clarify the Five of Pentacles. Okay, so, oh wow, look at this. So interesting, we have the sun and the moon, so very much masculine and feminine energy, and the Magician. So I'm going deep within myself to discover my soul totally. So they are having this dark night of the soul moment where they are feeling very alone, very isolated, but it's almost like this was planned in a way by like the divine to force this person into self-reflection, because otherwise maybe they would have avoided it or they wouldn't have done it if it wasn't for like kind of like divine intervention. Like your person needed to work on themselves. I'm hearing for a lot of you, they had to face their mistakes. They had to like, I'm hearing like judgment day, like day of reckoning, something like that. Which is not to like condemn your person or anything. It's just like, I feel like we all have that moment where we kind of like need to face the music. It's like, you know, we have to grow from beyond, you know, a lower vibration. And I feel like that's very much what's going on with your person. And then we have the sun, celebration, expansion. You fill my heart with joy, my mind with light. So yeah, that's why they're feeling super out in the cold, because you are like their sunlight, you are their warmth, you are this being that they, I don't know, it's like they feel very comforted by you. It's like you are the light of their life is really what I'm hearing. You make them feel so much, just like abundance of pure joy. They feel like they can really be themselves with you, and it's like without you in their life, it's like, yeah, like ain't no sunshine when she's gone kind of vibes, like really not doing well without you. And then the Magician, I have the power to manifest my greatest desires. So part of this, I'm hearing like they're being forced to like leave behind like victim mindset where like they kind of blame everything on everything outside of themselves. The Magician is about, I see, like mastery of the inner and the outer world. Like once you master the inner self, you are able to create more love and harmony and balance in your external reality. So this is what's going on right now: is your person's having to harmonize and balance um, their fears. They look at their negative beliefs about love and relationships, look at their insecurities, so they can manifest this union with you. This is actually what they're trying to manifest right now, this Two of Cups with you. But in order to do that, there's a lot of things that have to be cleared out of the way. A lot of heart chakra things that have been blocking the connection. So I'm also getting a message that if you've been trying to manifest your person, and that if it seems like there's been blockages, it's because it is being manifested behind the scenes, but things are having to be like worked through. So it's kind of like a timing thing, if that makes sense. But don't give up. If you are trying to manifest them, then definitely don't give up. Look at that trust. The situation is calling you to have faith. That's fine. I didn't even really realize that. And then very soon. So there is definitely love on the way for you. Clarify the Three of Swords for pile 3, please. Clarify the Three of Swords for pile 3, please. Clarify the Three of Swords for pile 3. So we have the Ten of Cups and the Page of Cups and the Fool. Okay, so yeah, through this pain, this heartbreak, this person is letting go a lot of things, letting go of a lot of baggage so they could take this leap of faith. This person does want to fresh start here. They are planning on returning to you, definitely, because we have the Ten of Cups. You feel like paradise. Yeah, just like with the sun, it's like you make them so happy. They want a long, happy life with you here. They want that harmonious union, that even marriage for some of you. So we have the Page of Cups and want to flirt with you. So for a lot of you, this person is going to start reaching out, flirting with you, kind of being, I don't know, like revealing more of their emotions here. There's going to be like I feel like a small gesture of like love. So yeah, definitely keep a lookout for that. I feel like your person's going to start maybe small with that Page of Cups energy, kind of see how it goes, and then they're going to start probably saying more, doing more. Clarify the Tower, please, for pile 3. Clarify the Tower for pile 3, please. Clarify the Tower, please, for pile 3. Clarify the Tower. Interesting. So there is a culmination point here with this Tower energy. So we have the Strength card, the World, and the Star. So all very major energies here. So the Star is actually the card that comes directly after the Tower. So there is an important healing that's going to be taking place for your person. And it's like this Tower is almost like a way for them to be forced to leave behind the 3D and connect to their true self, because they're realizing that whatever they've been like clinging on to like in their external reality isn't really real in a sense, and that they have to find that wholeness within themselves, like with this World card. We are one. So again, it's like this energy of inner union, and realizing that they can't really put their faith in like money or, yeah, again, the external. It's like they have to find that connection to source to feel stable. And then strength. Your love gives me strength and fills me with passion. So this person might have been kind of stuck in ego at one point, and I feel like you are this balancing force in their life, that is like come in to help them. I feel like figure out the truth of reality, become more, again, compassionate, softening maybe any elements of anger issues that they've had. For some of you, maybe they've struggled with their anger, their temper. And this is about kind of like closing the lion's mouth and like, I don't know, like kind of taming them in a way, with your nurturing, beautiful energy. All right, let's get some of their current energy towards you. What is pile 3's person's current energy towards pile 3, please? What is pile 3's person's current energy? So look at this. We have the Angel card, angelic protection, connecting to source. Interesting. Higher wisdom, receiving downloads, and patience, which is very interesting. Like I was just saying, they need to connect to source. So they are connecting to the angels, to source energy. They are healing themselves. And then we have the Home card, living together, security, returning, settling down, feeling safe, legacy, and family. And that's so interesting because that's what the Ten of Cups is. So you guys, this person really wants to live with you. They really want to settle down with you. They want this family with you. Like they want this safe, happy home with you. And I'm getting like Queen of Pentacles vibes. Like to them, you are like their home emotionally, energetically. Um, and it's like you're the sense of security to them, like an angel in their life protecting them. So again, returning, emphasis on returning. This person wants to come back to you. See. Let's get some oracle cards. What else is File Three's person's current energy towards File 3, please? What else is File Three's person's current energy towards File 3? So we have achievement, effort plus intention. Interesting. So yeah, this is definitely about your person ascending. And again, they want to put in the effort here to this connection. And it's like interesting with attention, intention, like with the magician, like they're intending for this union with you. And then building your world, creation, expansion, and networking. So yeah, it's like they want to build this world with you here. They want to expand the connection. It's like they want to create something really beautiful and long lasting with you for sure. All right, let's get some messages from them now and see what they really want to say to you, pile 3. Also, it's interesting, this card is number 33. So it's like I feel like connecting with the Ascended Masters as well. See, what does pile 3's person really want to say to pile 3 right now? What does pile 3's person really want to say? I'm sorry for hiding my feelings to you. They are there, even if I try to mask them. You're the center of my universe. Wow, yeah, like the world card did come out, so that is about like you being their world. And then I've been having major realizations about our connection. So this person definitely is waking up here, realizing what they need to. What else does pile 3's person want to say to pile 3? What else does pile 3's person want to say to pile 3? I've shed so many tears over you. So they have definitely cried a lot. That Three of Swords energy, that's very tearful, kind of breaking down, just sobbing and really, yeah, feeling quite sorry for themselves at times. But I feel like this is kind of important. It's like important for them to be emotional, to get all these things out. And it's not just about you too. It's like whatever emotions that they've been repressed in their whole life, it's like kind of all coming to the surface is the vibe I'm getting, especially with that tower. That's that like volcano, like everything just kind of, all this stuff hitting the fan, so to speak. My doubts and fears clouded my judgment in the past. So yeah, they could have made, you could see like poor choices in a way in this connection, or didn't have the best judgment, and it's because they were stuck in illusion. What else does pile 3's person want to say to pile 3? What else does pile 3's person want to say to pile 3? Please let me back into your heart. I want to reunite with you for good. So this person is saying like, please forgive me. I want to come back to you. I don't want to leave again either. Please have compassion for me and try to understand things from my perspective. I was working with what I had at the time. So yeah, again with these like mistakes, I guess so cold, you could see that they were stuck in fear, they were stuck in doubt. They were working with what they knew at the time, what they had. I feel like they know better now. That was kind of the point, that they're kind of starting to get it. It's like becoming very obvious to them now, whatever they needed to learn from this situation. I can't stop thinking about the way it felt. So yeah, they're definitely thinking about how it felt to be with you, how it felt to connect with you. They can't stop thinking about you. Sorry. So some more messages now. What else does Pile Three's person really want to say to Pile 3 right now? What else does Pile Three's person really want to say to Pile 3 right now? You are my heaven on earth. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, definitely. Um, I want to make you feel like the happiest person alive. My love for you grows stronger by the day. I want to move in with you and live our lives together. Oh my gosh, exactly. With the home card, this person definitely wants to live with you guys. Um, and then I'm planning for a future with you. So yeah, regardless of how things seem on the surface, this person is planning for a future with you. They're planning to return to you eventually. It's like I feel like they don't really see this future with anybody else, if that makes sense. Like living with somebody and like having kids, all that, the whole vibe. If you want kids, of course. I feel like when they think of who they're going to settle down with, like who they're going to marry or who they see themselves being that committed relationship with, it's like they only really think about you. Like I feel like they literally couldn't stand loving with anybody else is the message that I'm getting. Like they wouldn't, like I'm hearing like you're really the only person that they would ever like consider getting married to or like living with, because they might be introverted or something, or they're just very, I'm getting they're very, very like extremely particular about whose energy they like you person could definitely be highly sensitive, and like when they think about, yeah, like who they want to wake up next to in bed, it's like you're kind of the only person. Like it's almost like it's either you or they're going to be like single for the rest of their lives. It's like almost a vibe I'm getting. So I feel like you guys are also just like really close friends as well. Like this person just loves being around you. This says, say yes to heaven, say yes to me, which is interesting because they said like you are my heaven on earth. So they're saying like when I come back to you, please say yes to me, say yes to this like heaven between us. And then when I'm with you, nothing else matters. So yeah, they kind of forget about the world when you guys are together. Um, and again, it's just like you guys kind of just get carried off to your own little private dimension to be together, and it's like floating on a cloud or something. It's really beautiful. All right. Let's get you some advice, pile three. All right. What does pile three need to hear right now? What does pile three need to hear right now? Advice for pile three, please. Oops. That was kind of fun how that one fell out. Let's see. The path. No one saves us but ourselves. No one can and no one may. We ourselves must walk the path from the Buddha. So that's very deep, and very true. I feel like that's something your person's learning as well. Like they have to save themselves. They can't victimize themselves. Like they have to find that within themselves. And I feel like you are as well realizing this. The path to enlightenment is an endless process. You have to practice diligently and with discipline. Eventually, you will become the path itself, and fewer struggles and sufferings will come your way. So, you are on the path to enlightenment. You are on a very spiritual path right now. Again, like I think it's in The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. He talks about, I think I mentioned this a lot, so I might have said this before in a reading that you might have heard, but relationships, it's helpful to look at relationships as kind of like part of our spiritual practice rather than just oh, I go on dates with this person and they buy me things. Like it's that is an element, but it's also these powerful lessons that we like are vehicles of like healing and teaching to one another. So if things get a little crazy, if things get triggering, if things get intense, it's all part of like that path to enlightenment. And your person is like almost like a spiritual teacher to you. Even though it might not look like it on the surface, like you are teaching each other really important things. So I feel like that's saying like, you are on the path of light, you are on the path of ascension, and just know that all these kind of like triggering things, all this suffering and things like that, is part of purging and releasing a lot, so that you can, like, yeah, like this card says, like become the path itself, become an enlightened one and a teacher for other people. It's like this endless upward spiral, and I feel like as you heal and as you release, like you become an instrument of healing to other people, and a teacher, because once we go through things, we're able to like help other people because we've been there, we've been at that low point, and we can tell them what we did to find to guide our way out of that. So you guys might be spiritual guides in this lifetime. That might be your job or career purpose, and just know I feel like a lot of things that have happened to you were really important because it's like you were needed, you have the strength and you were needed to help others actually. So, very interesting. Let's get some last little messages from your person, pile three. What else is pile three's person really want to say to pile three? I've been spending a lot of my time alone. So they've been spending a lot of time alone, going within your radiance. I'm stupid for you. So yeah, they are very, very in love with you. Sometimes maybe they feel like they get almost like tongue tied. I only have eyes for you, and meditate to connect with me. So they're saying that if you guys are in separation, if you need some communication, some clarity, you can always meditate, connect with their higher self, and ask them questions, and they'll definitely let you know what's up, what's the real tea beyond the surface. Let's see. Pile three's person's current energy towards pile three, please. Pile three's person's current energy towards pile three. Oh wow, a lot of wands energy. So we have the 10 of wands, so tons of passion. They're also feeling a little bit emotionally burdened right now. It's like a little stressed. There's kind of a lot weighing them down. It could just be there's a lot of stuff that's going on in their life that's kind of triggering them. They're looking back on the past with you with some regret over something they said or did, and they want to come back to you with victory and success. It's like they definitely are planning on returning to you, but it's almost like they have to return to you once this like thing has been released, this lesson has been learned. Um, this pile three needs to hear right now. We have the number three, so definitely you're connecting with the Ascended Masters. This little thing says just married, so you guys might eventually actually get married to this person. Interesting, they also have a wedding cake. So definitely double message of that. Some of you guys might already be married to your person, or you were maybe even married in a past life for some of you. Could explain if you feel very strongly connected to them. So there's going to be like lots of reasons to celebrate, I think, in this connection. This says love. So definitely they do love you very much. We have this pyramid. So this is about connection to ancient Egypt. So you might have some sort of soul tie there. Also that pyramid energy, again, with this number three, like you know, like the Buddha, things like that. You have this little snowflake, so your person does see you as a very special, unique being. They really love you for that. We have this little robot, so maybe you feel like your person is a bit robotic at times. Maybe they kind of shut down and act unemotional, but they do have a heart, and I think they're learning to get in touch with that part of themselves, unlock that part of themselves here with this little key. This little rune, this is creativity. So things are being created and manifested here. I'm hearing thinking outside the box. So yeah, definitely leaving behind just like the paradigm, 3D paradigm. You have this feather here, so lots of angelic assistance for you guys. This cute little heel. So they really like the way you dress. You have good fashion. This says, I love you to the moon and back. Very cute. We have the letter N. And then we have this compass. So yeah, they're following their North Star back to you. Definitely feeling guided to return. And then interesting, you have this little airplane with this world. So you guys might be long distance for some of you from your person. They might be planning a trip to come visit you, or there's going to be like a lot of distance covered in terms of like emotional distance for you and your person. All right, pile three, thank you so much for watching. I love you so much. Sending you abundance, bliss, and love. Take care. All right, bye-bye.